So there are two sides to, I'm sure there's more than two, but there are definitely two sides to every single one of us. And being cognizant of your duality is what I call it, is empowering. Can't even say that word right. Empowering and also devastating. I'm just talking. I shouldn't be recording, but I am. I'm just talking through some things in my head. I guess this is a stream of consciousness. All of it pertains to what we're going through as a society, as a species, and what we're going through in terms of American domestic politics, as well as our foreign politics, sanctioning Iran in the middle of a goddamn pandemic. You evil sons. I mean, really? That's your fucking priority right now? So anyway, two sides of me is the hopeful side, the side that believes that we'll be fine. Not only that we'll be fine, but we'll also become better because of this. We'll be better because of this. You know, we can make this place better if we seize the moment. And while there is destruction and disaster and calamity all around us, that is our fault, right? Let's be sure. This is our fault, not us individually, but us collectively as a society. We decided to design our system to be precisely tuned for our destruction. We collectively, as the best that we could come up with was a system in our country, across the globe, but still, basically now it's only in our country. Other nations got the idea long before we did that you don't want to make a system that profits off of people dying of cancer. Right? The very best system that we have in this country, the best that we could offer was a system that would profit off of people dying of cancer. And so people won't go to the doctor, if they don't have insurance, because they can't afford to. People won't take care of themselves because they're, in terms of going to regularly see what's going on in their body. Do they need a new prescription? Do they need, we don't even know what prescriptions we need down here. Those of us down here who haven't had insurance in 10 years, 20 years, our entire lives, because we decided to create a system that profited off of people's sicknesses. That wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for you to get all of our labor, all of our participation, all of our consumption. You profited off of all those things. That was not enough. Now you had a profit off of our sickness. And that wasn't even enough. Now you have to profit off of our death. It wasn't enough for you to make money off of our sicknesses. You had to be able to make money off of murdering us, dropping your bombs. For profit. Endless wars. Because somebody had to find a way to make money off of murder. I really shouldn't be recording. I should go in here and do some goddamn yoga like I'm supposed to be right now. But I swear to God, what made us think that we would be able to survive with a system that not only profits off of our labor, profits off of our consumption, profits off of our participation? That wasn't enough. They had to profit off of our debt. You had to find a way to make billions of dollars off of our debt because you had already taken our consumption. You took everything that we made working for you 40 hours, 50 hours, 60, every dime that we made off of making you money, you took. And then you had to find another way to profit off of us. And so then you profited off of our debt. And it wasn't enough to profit off of our consumption debt. The fact that we wanted 2 TVs when we could have gotten away with 1. No. I'm talking about you profited off of our medical debt, our school debt. You profited off of us educating ourselves to come work for you. Motherfucker. In every way, you had to find a way to profit. And then you moved on to our sicknesses, or maybe you started with our sicknesses, but you've been profiting off of our sickness and our death and our dying and our suffering. And that wasn't enough. You had to profit off of murder. And we did not expect something to come along perfectly tuned. This coronavirus, man, this thing is perfectly tuned to expose us in every single way. It is perfectly designed to destroy us because it exposes all of the fact that poor people and then people who thought that they weren't poor. You know, you have people who thought that they were making good money, who are realizing they can't get a test, while athletes are getting stars, superstars, movie stars. They're rich. And then it wasn't good enough for them to be able to get tests while the rest of us can't get anything. Now they want to sing us a fucking lullaby. Imagine all the people. No offense. I love Mark Ruffalo. Mark, that wasn't a good choice. You all are getting tested. And I don't know. What I do know is that in the midst of us living in a system that was designed to profit off of every bit of our existence. I mean, to squeeze the dollar, the last penny out of our existence. From our labor to our sickness to murdering us, you found a way to profit. And we wonder why we're standing on the brink of one virus bringing us to our fucking knees, in a shorter amount of time than it takes for you to get your quarterly profit reports. Oh my goodness. Shame on us. Shame on us for living and participating and being a part of a system that was so perfectly designed to destroy us. The hopeful side of me says that we can find a way to survive this. You hear my baby in the background. You guys know that there's always a baby in the background on my podcast. Don't pay me no attention today. I shouldn't be recording. But here I am. Got to do it. The hopeful side of me says that there are those among us who are going to rise in this moment, and they will help us to survive this with the innovation of, just their sheer creativity. Wherever the idea is in your head, it is waiting to come down and manifest itself so that we can fucking survive this. Right. Because the path that this regime has set us on, when I say this regime, this entire order, everything that we have around us, the path that they have set us on is one of destruction. And we need some people with just the sheer virtue of their genius to help us to survive this. The moment is now. The time for your greatness is now. because it is literally the only way we are going to survive this. The hopeful side of me says that you are out there, every single one of you, and you are ignoring all of the noise that is around us. All of the noise that is around us, and there you are doing something magnificent that's going to contribute to our survival. You had messed up and let me just really, and I guess I'm going to do it in a time shorter than it takes me to do my first segment. Oh, shit. Just a stream of consciousness. Don't pay me no attention. Probably shouldn't even share this shit. Keep this to yourself. But I honestly believe I'm stupid enough, I'm naive enough to believe that we got this. Who? Us humans. You, me, we got this. I'm naive enough to believe that we got this because I'm just naive enough to believe that there is enough greatness inside of humanity that we will survive this. Because everything around us is signaling that this could very well be the most destructive force that we have ever seen. I mean, look at how perfectly it's tuned to destroy us, exposing our class divides, exposing the disingenuous actors who never intended to participate in this system with us equitably. They never intended to carry their fair share. As evidenced by the fact that they were not satisfied. I mean, most of us, if you think about it, most of us would be satisfied with just the simple trappings of capitalism. Because most of us don't want the drama and the tragedy of trying to be great and rich and famous. Most of us could just be happy with the home and a front yard that our kids can run in with our 2.5 kids and the white picketed fence. Most of us would be satisfied with just the simple things. And if that's not your vision, that's not your dream, I get it. I understand. So for others, we're satisfied with just going to brunch and being fabulous and sipping our mimosa and smoking our hookah. Most of us are satisfied with the simple trappings of life. But we created a system where that wasn't enough. That wasn't enough. We had to always want more. And that is what we decided to reward. We reward the worst behaviors, the most base, we say that it is a virtue to be greedy. And we reward that. And we wonder why we were completely incapable of being prepared for something that we could have been prepared for. So you see, from how I'm talking with you, I vacillate back and forth between the hopefulness that we are going to be fine because holy shit, man, we're fucking humans. We are human beings. We are conscious, sentient. I mean, I know it's sapient, but most people understand it as sentient. We are thinking. We are brilliant people with the capacity to overcome anything. Anything. I'm stupid enough to believe that there's literally nothing that we cannot overcome. But the opposite side of that reality for me is the dark space that looks at what we have decided to do with this brilliance. We decided to profit off of every bit of our suffering. Instead of profiting off of the brilliance of each and every one of us, we decided to profit off the suffering of every single one of us. And so I vacillate back and forth between being the hopeful, optimistic dude that's like, yo, this is about to get ugly. This is about to get tough. We may very well experience something that we never imagined. We may very well be pushed to our limits, to our breaking point as a society. But God damn it, we got it. We got this. We got this. But we do not have this if we do not relinquish our thinking and the way we have chosen to profit off of our suffering. If we can't let that go, then maybe we don't have this. The choice is ours, literally right now. We need to find and reward the brilliance that is quietly working on our salvation. And the thing is, here's the gag. It's not that there is such a special group of people that we have to go and find this mysterious group that we've never seen before that is going to save us. It's the fact that every single one of us has something to contribute to our survival. Now, whatever that is, go do it. Because the time is now.